We'll go ahead and begin our post-race availabilities for tonight's IRWIN Tools Night Race. We are now joined by our second-place finisher, Kevin Harvick, driver of the number 4 Budweiser Jimmy John Chevrolet, and our third-place finisher, Denny Hamlin, driver of the number 11 FedEx Ground Toyota. Denny, Kevin, why don't you go ahead and walk us through your race tonight?
We had a very average car. For most of the night, I thought we were pretty good early. Lost the handle on it when the track really got rubbered up a bunch, and then we got better there at the end. But we still just didn't have the speed to run with with the front two guys on that last run. Could hang with them for the first part of the run, but then I couldn't work traffic that well, and those guys were able to get away. But just a decent average day. Definitely not what we expected.
Yeah, we had an interesting night. We went to the back twice and passed a bunch of cars. And, I think all in all, it's just a huge credit to the team. They just keep bringing fast cars to the racetrack, and we're able to overcome a lot of things. And everybody just keeps grinding away at whatever the circumstances are, and we're able to overcome things. And that's really what it's going to be about over the last 10 weeks. Obviously you want to win races, but we're positioned and feel like we can get that momentum swing at any point. If it just starts going our way. So it's great to be part of a team like this, and just really excited to be able to run like this at Bristol. This hasn't been notoriously my best racetrack, and I know Rodney loves it, but it's for me it's just frustrating. I get wound up pretty quick, but it's fun to be able to come here and be competitive.
We'll go ahead and open it up to questions. Please state your name and affiliation. We'll start up front with Mike Embry.
Mike Embry at USA Today. Kevin, you were in Joey's shadow there for a while. Did you feel like you might have a shot?
He was just one step ahead of me in traffic. I couldn't get my car to rotate across the center of the corner like I needed to, and every time I'd try to force it, it'd snap the back out. And he was able to go in really high and before the center of the corner, drive down the corner, and I was just having to wait just a split second to be able to put the throttle back down, and I couldn't do that huge diamond all the way to the bottom like he could, and that was really beneficial for him through traffic. And I kind of just had to part throttle it through the center and grind the tires away through the center of the corner and just hope that they were going to lift. But he was able to get those huge runs up off the exit of the corner and just stayed one step ahead of me through traffic. I felt like in clean air we probably were a little faster, but it didn't really matter. I had to be in front of him to show that. So all in all, just he was just one step ahead of me in traffic.
We'll go to Jenna next.
Jennifer, AP. Kevin, you finished second 10 times now this year. Does that suck? Does that get frustrating?
Well, I can tell you that we finished 39th at Michigan and 39th here, and that wasn't near as cool as finishing second. I think you have to put it all in perspective, and I think when you're I've been in a position where you're fighting for your life to run 15th, and I know that the momentum and just as it did last year, we were kind of in this little slump, and this isn't really a slump. This is just kind of circumstances we self-created tonight with 2 penalties on pit road. But still, in the end, those circumstances have kept us from winning some races, and we've had lug nuts knock valve stems off twice, and we were leading an engine blow up. But when you're in position to do that and finish second 10 times and win a couple races, and that's half the races that we've run so far. So it's I'm honored to drive the car. I'm not frustrated at all because I've been on the other side of this fence, and you'd give everything in the world to finish second every week because it's not easy. I mean, this is a hard sport, and to go to all these different types of racetracks and see the success that the team has, I couldn't be prouder of all the guys on my team and to drive the cars, because I know that at any moment you can rattle off 2 or 3 wins in a row or at any type of racetrack. So it's fun.
Any final questions? We'll go back to Jenna for a follow-up.
Denny, did you expect a JGR car to win tonight?
I thought we all had a great shot for sure, but this track changes so much. I mean, we practice in the mornings, track's not rubbered up, and then we practice in the middle of the afternoon, and the track's rubbered up, but it's hotter. So the conditions, everything changes so much at night here that you can't just think that because you're really good in practice, you're going to be good in the race here. So I think, did I expect it? No, but I thought it was probable.
We'll go to Nate.
Nate Ryan, NBC Sports. Both of you guys, I think, are testing at Homestead this coming week. I know it's an off week, but it seems like it's still a pretty pivotal test, given that's the championship round.
There's no off weeks in racing, only for you guys.
Oh, yeah. What are you guys looking to for Homestead, and can that be a real indicator of who's going to be strong for the championship round?
I think that's a lot like what he just said. You know, you're going to go there and, you know, you're not going to have a lot of rubber on the racetrack. You're going to need to run right up against the wall to really analyze what you have. You're going to practice during the day, but in the end, it's better to have that track map and those data points and all the things that you have to have a starting point when you go back and be able to run through some things and just kind of have an idea and go back and look at what you've done in the past. So it's better to know. You know, just from a data standpoint and have that data than it is to not. So you hope that you're going to be there and you can use it and be able to benefit from it if you need it.
Yeah, I don't know as a driver if it's a benefit, but more so for the team for sure. The data that they can collect is very, very important. And I know last year when we tested Homestead before the final race, it paid dividends. We ran really well. So, I mean, you know, what we're testing there for, I'm not sure if it's tire test or just a confirmation test, or I don't even know what the difference is really nowadays. So we'll just, it's confirmation, okay? So gotcha. So we're just going to run a bunch of laps, pretty much.
All right, Denny and Kevin, thank you for joining us tonight.